Hey everybody out there in the vinyl community, it's Loonacy here doing another video. Glad to be back. Thank you for all the comments on the ones that have and all the new subscribers, I appreciate it. I'm just going to do another quick vinyl find stuff. Kind of catching up from the stack that I was talking about earlier. I have quite a few, but I picked up, 10 or 15 more to show. Stuff that I like and that I've gotten, and some new, some used. Let's start off with what I'm playing in the background. I showed this in my last video, and I liked it so much I had to keep playing it. It kind of got me back into it a little bit. Tom Petty, Foam & Fever. We all should know this video. It's we all should know this record anyway, and great stuff, obviously. So, while gone on my little hiatus, I guess you will, for making videos, I had a birthday. And my wife and my son decided to get me records, which, how can you go wrong with me, right? Buying records is the only way to go. One of my favorite bands of all time is the one I'm going to start showing here, which is the Foo Fighters. And they went a little nuts with the Foo Fighters, let's just go ahead and say that. I'm glad and I'm thankful. First one here is In Your Honor. And I don't know, a lot of you guys probably know this, but they reissued all these Foo Fighters albums, almost all of them. Maybe all of them, to be honest with you. I don't know. From after Wasting Light came out, and they came out with a lot of them were double LP, but single, not a gatefold. So the cases are quite a bit thicker, as you can tell. So you got to be kind of careful with them. They'll collapse pretty easily because they have the two vinyls in there. It's one thing. I wish they would have done a gatefold. It would have been nice. Unfortunately, they didn't. But still, this is the Foo Fighters 1 by 1. For any Foo Fighters fan, all these are wonderful and great. Next one, like I said, they went a little nuts. Foo Fighters, There Is Nothing to Lose. Make sure I said that right. I did. I actually like this more than I thought. I didn't really, when I started listening to the Foo Fighters, this wasn't on the top of my list there. The Color and the Shape is my favorite of theirs, and that's probably a lot of people's favorite, because it has a lot of their hits on it. But once I started listening to all their stuff, I was pretty impressed by it. They even reissued the original Foo Fighters. And I don't know, let me just throw some trivia out here that most of you probably already know, but hey, cut me some slack. Maybe I'll teach you something. Who knows? This album was Dave Grohl, and he did everything himself in his garage. He played every instrument. He wrote all the lyrics, sang all of the songs, of course, and did it himself. The whole album, to see if somebody was out there after Nirvana, of course, the whole thing, and to see if there was any interest. And of course, if you haven't heard this, you really should, because it's very good. And obviously it was good enough for them to pick up, the 4 or 5 others that I've already shown you. So I was thrilled to get those. I'm gonna switch gears with you a little bit and show you a little bit more mellow music. This is The Head and the Heart. Normally not what I always listen to. It's a lot more, I don't know, let's call it Mumford & Son-ish without the accent. It's kind of that folky, folk music sound to it, acoustic guitar. This is a gatefold, which is nice. So, this is more of a just kind of relax, sit back, easy listening, don't want to rock out kind of music. But good, very good. My wife likes it as well, very, very good. Let's go with some classic. Can't believe I never had it. Ramones. What can I say about this? Everybody should know this. Greatest punk band, or one of the greatest punk bands out there, And saw it. It's a reissue, and I think this might even be on colored vinyl. It is. It's on red. It's on red vinyl. So the reissue is on red vinyl, of course, and I wish I could have the original, but hey, what can you do? For in the dollar bin, found some Jethro Tull, and I had none of this. This is Aqualung. which, you know, I'm not a humongous fan of Jethro Tull, but some of the stuff, and man, like Aqualung itself, that song, I didn't know that was the title of the song that it was, but I've heard it a million times. Didn't even know it was him. Didn't know that was the song, the Aqualung song. So, lots of other stuff that I've heard on there that I didn't even realize was him. I know. Gotta have it though. And this is actually, I have to say, this is my second copy of Michael Jackson's Thriller, because I actually got the picture disc of this, and check that out. There it is. That's the stuff right there, right? Look at that, a tiger. Come on. How can you go wrong with that? So, I just didn't have it on an original, or in its original form, just on black vinyl. I wanted it. I was a little bit, the picture disc, I was actually a little bit disappointed. It did not sound very good. I'm not a huge fan of picture discs. I think they do have a little bit of sound quality loss. That's just my personal opinion. Not a ton, but a little. And so I saw it was like $1, maybe $2, something like that, used, so picked it up. Forgive me if I've shown some of these. I tried to go back and look at my old videos, because I just have a big stack of stuff that I can't put away because I'm out of shelf space. So if some of these I've showed before, I apologize, but if not, well, it's a refresher for everybody. Def Leppard, Hysteria, everybody knows it, should. You know, it's got their most popular, Pour Some Sugar on Me, Rocket, all that stuff on there. Great stuff, happy to find it, didn't have it. I don't listen to it a ton. I do like it, don't listen to it a ton. It's not, you know, it's not on heavy rotation in my house, but I still like it. Adele, 21. And it's good. It's, what can I say? She's got a great voice. Rolling in the Deep. I'm getting to the point where if I hear that song again, I'm going to choke someone out, because they play it every single day on the radio, every hour on the, well, not my station, but my wife sure listens to the station that plays it every day. But Set Fire to the Rain is a great song, and my son loves it, and kind of sing along to it a little bit. And I asked him if he wants to play it, and he says no, put the Foo Fighters on. So we're heading in the right direction as far as I'm concerned. Jayhawks, this was a reissue also. This is very, if you don't know who this is very mellow. This is on, you know, 180 gram reissue. It's, I don't know, 90s. I don't know what, let me see. I can't remember when exact. 95, I believe, is when this was put out. So it's that 90s folky, I don't know how to explain it. Folky rock kind of issue. But I liked it. It was okay. It's definitely not one that I normally gravitate towards, because it's not as heavy as I like, but it was good. It was good. What can I say? This band I do have in heavy rotation usually, and this is Tool. Opiate. The letters are all messed up. And so, loved it, obviously. We've all probably heard it. Loved it. I love Tool. Their stuff is incredibly hard to find on vinyl. I would love to have Anemia on vinyl. And I can find it, it's just really, really expensive. I saw that 10,000 Days, I think, is one of their, and Lateralis, they've come out on vinyl recently, but they're like 40 or 50 bucks. And I like their old stuff. Not that I don't like their newer stuff, but it's 50 bucks worth. I don't know. Last one I got here has been shown all over the place. I think even Teacha did a review on it, and it's Jack White's Blunderbuss. What, you know, what can I say? He's amazing. He's awesome. It was great. I loved it. It kind of has this change halfway through, I guess. Like, the A side is more his style, rock focused-y kind of thing, and then you go to the B side, and you're kind of more of a slower, rocky, folky feel to it. Awesome, loved it. It was one of the best albums of the year to me so far. It has been in heavy rotation for me, played quite often, and what can I say? If you don't have it, pick it up. It's good. You'll like it. If you like any type of that style of music, you will like it, I think. So that's a little bit more stuff. I don't want to go too crazy by showing 20, 30 at a time, so I'll just keep them short. I'm glad to be back doing some videos. I'm going to try to answer some of these threads coming up. There's a couple threads that I'll probably throw another video on tonight, actually, doing a thread response. So for the people who have subscribed to me, thank you for sticking it out as usual, and for the new people, I really appreciate it. Hopefully I can have some content generation here for you, maybe get some people talking about some records. I want to start doing a weekly, I want to call it a review, but a weekly spin thing, what I'm listening to, and kind of get some history on the bands that I'm listening to, and maybe we can get some other people out there doing it too and putting their 2 cents in. So until then, I will see you next time.